Beautiful Gemini, how are you today? I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to the channel. A waterfall blessings to you. We're going to do a timeless reading today about your general energy, especially in love, okay? And the way I do is I pulled out already your cards here. I just drew some cards to get you the general energy of the reading going. An oracle card too that I'm going to explain to you. And we're going to get into love and maybe some career here if the video is not too long, okay? So we open up our reading with the yin and the yang, which is a beautiful card from the True Love Oracle. And basically, this oracle card brings to this reading an idea of harmony, an idea of divine timing, of balance, okay? All the good things that Gemini needs to seek all the time, because Gemini has, this dual nature that is beautiful. It's so intense and so interesting, but sometimes you have to align the both of them and realize that they need to work together behind the scenes to make your dreams come true. I hope that makes sense. So especially in love, we talk about masculine and feminine here, how they come together and they need to align. So one part cannot be passive all the time or active all the time. There needs to be a balance there. And we'll go back to more love when I get into that aspect of the reading here. Beautiful Nordic goddess comes Jord, and she's the Empress, okay, in the Norse mythology. And basically the Empress brings this idea of Gemini, of abundance, of self-worth, of growth, and this beautiful tree, and healing and nurturing yourself, being reminded of your value, your creativity, your natural ability to attract people. Gemini is like one of the most civil signs out there. So you walk into an environment, everybody's drawn to you because they know they're going to be treated right. Isn't that amazing? That you're going to make them feel welcome. But the Empress always invites you to bring that energy to yourself. So welcome yourself, welcome your flaws, welcome your talents, welcome your wishes, welcome your nature of constantly, constant change and evolution and all that. This is what I would say about Gemini. Something's growing, okay, Gemini? Something's coming your way. You have to be patient with it. And the Empress says that you don't need to force it. You just need to accept it and take care of it, okay? And welcome it and nourish it. So the other cards that I drew here are the Two of Cups, and we got the Three of Wands reversed, but I want to show it to you like this so you understand. So there's a meaningful connection here. There's a mutual agreement here, and this energy carries throughout the reading from what I'm seeing here. It's really this unity of forces. And if you're looking for love, and this Three of Wands, when it's upright, it shows people are kind of waiting for something to arrive, but it's reversed, so it means it's already here. So either you're ready for commitment, or you're ready to accept something in your life that you couldn't accept before in terms of your energy, or you're ready for love, okay? And maybe you're already in love with someone, and that's amazing. So we're gonna look into that in a little bit. But first I wanna talk to you about the Five of Swords reversed and the Nine of Wands, which is a beautiful combination, because the Five of Swords reversed says, that whatever you were struggling with is over. Situations where you felt you had to defend yourself constantly, that's done, okay? And the Nine of Wands confirms that, the Ten of Wands is when you have all these wands on top of you and you're exhausted. So in this case, you're tired, you've been through a lot, but you're still here. You're still here for whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life. You haven't given up, okay? There's been a lot of struggle, but you haven't given up. Does that make sense, Gemini? So the general, I think, idea of the reading here is that you're choosing more peace than struggle. It's a time for softness, the time for self-respect, of understanding yourself. You want alignment here. You want emotional clarity. Say you're pondering what's gone wrong. It's beautiful. I think this is a representation of a bonfire. And it's a beautiful card. It makes me want to look into the fire right now and kind of think about whatever it is I don't have time to think about really. And it's important. So trust what is unfolding here, okay? Trust yourself, because you are the Empress. You can take care. You can make this happen. You can make this tree grow, the tree of life, whatever's the branches around you. And, you know, it says basically that you are where you need to be. And I'm going to move along with the love oracle here, because I know a lot of you, love is a wonderful thing, but it's also very hard to understand sometimes because we're such complex creatures and we barely understand ourselves, much less the other people. So that's what we're here for. That's what this reading is for, helping us understand things with a little more clarity. All right, so let's start with a love reading. Okay, great. So 2 of Wands. Okay, some of you are, yeah, I mean, you have prospects here. That's great. Look, very beautiful card. It's like you're kind of like interested in someone. They haven't realized it yet. You might have not realized it yet. Yeah, it seems like you kind of have someone there that you're interested in, but nothing has really happened. Yeah, it seems like nobody's putting in the work. Nobody's putting in the work. Yeah, it seems like maybe this other person that you're interested in, or you yourself right now, you're a little overwhelmed because of things that happened in the past in terms of love. And this goes back to the 9 of Wands here. It's a little tired, right? A little beaten up. So right now you're just interested, you're flirting, but you're just not willing to put in the time right now. And the other person, okay, could be like mirrored. So maybe the other person is still kind of like, oh, you know, interesting, I like it. It's like, but nothing really has happened here. So let's see what the oracle says in terms of this situation number 1. Ooh, so this could really be something good, huh? This could be love. So maybe make this happen, okay, Gemini? As soon as you feel like there's a chance. That's what the oracle is saying here. Let's move on to love situation number 2. Some of you, see what some of you are going through. Beautiful Gemini. Beautiful Gemini. Okay. Wow, Emperor. Oof. Hermit reversed. Strength reversed. Oof. Okay. Okay, some of you are involved with somebody really dominant right now, or you are being too dominant in a relationship and it's kind of taken away from the relationship here. It's like all about power and control, but oh, what, Tarot? Tell me more. Yeah, some of you, okay, one of the 2 here, or maybe both of you, you're very like, you know, you want a life that you want. So you're already on your way, like financially, like where you want to go, and you're ready. Your life is already moving the direction you want it to be. So maybe the Emperor here is saying that, okay, you don't want that to dissolve once you get into a relationship. You want to remain where you are in those terms. And so the star is here to say, and you're right, or the other person is right. You don't want disruption. Wow. Then we have the King of Wands. So there's definitely a dominating force here. Or maybe the 2 of you are very dominating. But do you see how the star here brings you two together? Do you see the 2 people holding hands here? It's beautiful, beautiful card. So this is not necessarily bad. It's just, it's taking away a little bit. So it's like a constant tug of war in a sense, because, you know, you have to give in, give up, and then push back the power, and then, and it's like, you can't really, I don't understand this Hierophant here. Sophie, what do you have to say? Yeah, there's something that you need to let go of before this is resolved. Six of Swords. Yeah, okay, here. So that confirms what I just said. You see how you need to let go of, it might be this struggle here. You know, you don't want to, it's kind of like almost like not moving forward because until things are the way you want them to be, or the other person may be thinking like that. They need to be exactly how they need to be for them or for you before it can go on. Six of Coins, another six. Yeah, there's definitely this energy here of like moving in the same direction and with finances in mind, stability in mind. So one of you two is that's very important to them. And that's like a make it or break it here. Do you understand? It's like if that person, they want to be together or you want to be with them, but it has to be the way that you or them thinks it needs to be. So nobody wants to give up their stability here, or one of the sides doesn't. Spiritual maturity. Okay, so the oracle says that this is, in this situation here, which there's so much power here. It's like, this is such a powerful love spread because there's two people, but there's always one that's dominant over the other, and there's all masculine here. So we got king and emperor, a knight. So it's very masculine, very controlling energy. So I think that if the spiritual maturity card here says, you know, if you want to walk together towards the same pinnacle here, like the zenith, you know, of what this love can be and what life could be, you want to do that together, then you have to connect to this person spiritually and be mature spiritually, knowing that, you know, throughout this path, there's going to be many ups and downs and winding roads. And you might have to, I think there's this relationship from my holistic therapist point of view is that you need to communicate very clearly where you guys are. And, you know that sometimes you're going to have to say, okay, you're right. And sometimes you're going to say, no, I think that we need to do this. And that's fine. And you need to make sure that you tell the other person that, listen, I will compromise. That's not what I want. That's not what I think it's 100% right. But because I love you, I want to be with you. And I can see that, you know, you're coming from such and such place and there it makes sense. Let's try it this time. Okay? So you're going to need to be more mature than you ever been if you want to keep this relationship alive. And let's move on to third love reality here. Then I'm going to try to put career. I think we still have time. Yes. Okay. So, okay, Gemini, thanks for sticking with me. I think that your energy is helping me understand both sides of each situation here. Six of Cups. Okay. Again, that give and receive. Justice and balanced. Oof, another six. Yeah, Gemini is falling into a lot of traps here. This is, it's like, it's not the other person, it's not you. It's just like a lot of baggage, I feel. Eight of Coins. Yeah, a lot of baggage because poor choices, poor work. It's like you guys are coming from a place where things didn't go right and the work wasn't there and the choices were wrong, but the devil is giving up here. So the bad habits are going to fade away. And this lack of reciprocity here is going to fade away. So wherever you are in this relationship here, the tarot is just saying, listen, you have to let go of old beliefs, old habits, and so does the other person if this is going to work. But overall, this third scenario here, it's not a good scenario. I wouldn't recommend it. No, everything's bad here. If you're involved with someone that reminds you of somebody in the past that you had, I wouldn't stay with this person, or if it's somebody from the past that made you suffer, the oracle says, the tarot says no, no, no. Let's see what the, yeah. Okay, the oracle says there's still a connection there. You feel very connected to this person, but the tarot said no. Okay, the connection is just isn't good. Unless, I mean, you guys put so much work into renewing yourselves in such a level that you're going to need so much therapy and so much, then it's up to you. If it's really worth it, then go for it. But because we spoke about softness here and self-care, I think the tendency of the tarot is to say no. Okay, let's move on to your career. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Gemini, so many choices, so many projects, so many people. Lovely, just like Gemini likes it. Can be daunting to some people, but not for Gemini. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Coins. Beautiful, okay? Lots of good things coming. Lots of good things coming for you in your career. Oh, no, 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 no. Take a deep breath, Gemini, so I can pull the right cards for you. Okay, all right. Ace of Cups, beautiful. Okay, so whatever you're going to get involved in, like your career is going to be emotional fulfilling, your projects are going to be good. Beautiful. King of Swords here. And it brings this beautiful energy of someone that knows exactly what they want and what they don't want. So choices are going to be replaced by a final decision that you're going to make in peace, in harmony. And it's the Malika Cup. Sorry, I'm using the Sufi tarot as like a Middle Eastern tarot. So this is the Queen of Cups reversed. So it's not going to come from a place of emotional decisions. And it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be something that you already know what to do. So if you're already in a career and you're not wanting to make choices, that's fine. The tarot says stay where you are, because this is not a time for you to be struggling so much, because remember, we're looking for harmony here. So even if there's opportunities presented to you, maybe it's time to say no, stay where you are, or go, just move towards something that brings you peace, especially emotional peace, but it's not an emotional decision. Does that make sense? So you're going to make it with a rational mind, but because you know it's going to bring peace to your heart, but it's not like a, you know, like a tempest of an emotional career path that, you know, it's going to bring a lot of strong intensity and challenges. Does that make sense? It's not like a crazy career choice or project choice. It's something nice. It's something relaxed and something that you can do and without having to struggle so much. Okay, I hope that made sense, Gemini. Thank you so much. I send the waterfall blessings to you, to everything that you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the world. I love you. Spirituality loves you, and I'll see you next time. Big kiss. Bye-bye.